GC series. So it's a lot of fun to watch, and it's really hype. A lot of really cool strategies involved, and I hope the game just grows.
Yeah. My mic was muted for a second there. So yeah, this is Energy once again, who you just heard, since he wasn't muted appropriately, and we have heroic difficulty, who will be on the left, versus team dynamics on the right. You saw me cast it last night, and make sure to check out Energy's Twitter and his Twitch, which are right below his profile pic. We had some webcam difficulties, so you're gonna have to bear with the fact that it's just a profile pick. But yeah, this should be really solid game that I'm really excited to cast with Energy.
Me too. Again, thank you for letting me have this opportunity. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So we've started off with a garage band and with the Mayev band. So what are your thoughts on that? Because garage hasn't been locked in, but it looks like it's happening.
Yeah, Maya Ban is just makes sense, especially on Infernal Shrines. She just have value out of everybody grouping up trying to clear the shrines and whatnot. Uh, she could cause a lot of chaos right now in the Nexus. So good first ban. I agree with it. And Garrosh obviously just wants to displace people a lot when especially when there's team fights. So it makes sense to actually ban him out.
Yeah, he's been seen a lot more. The only downside to this is that they're giving potentially Phoenix over to Team Dynamics. Now, Phoenix seems to be absolutely busted right now. What do you actually think about him?
I love Phoenix. He's one of my mains. Even when he's gonna get probably nerfed, the nerf hammer, I'm still gonna use him. Just I'm a long time StarCraft fan, but yeah, I mean I have a very high win rate on him. I'm nowhere like top player with him, but I can understand that he's very strong. I do not disagree on that.
Yeah, it's at least Team Dynamics is debating this. It looks like. I mean, they have a lot of time to think about it, and it's definitely been they're burning the end. And there they go. They finally picked up the Phoenix. I wasn't quite sure if they were debating to pick up Phoenix or if they were just like letting the time go down because they were so sure and they wanted to decide the rest of their strategy.
Hmm. Phoenix now he has a couple of counters. I'm just gonna name one of them as a tracer. But he's very hard to actually lock down or even just whittle out of team fights, just based on the fact that he can regen his shields while dishing out excessive amounts of damage. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody grabbed a tracer, or maybe even possibly, maybe even Greymane. I don't know. Tracer just seems like the best option for them right now.
Yeah, Tracer is definitely a solid hero, and they could pick up Tracer and Malfurion, which has been like an insane combo for a good while.
Kind of curious why they're not picking Medivh. Medivh's also very strong, and when coordinated teams, use him very well. I mean that he does a lot of work.
Yeah, uh, I it's definitely a strange thing. We might still see him picked up. Instead, they opted for the Stukov Hanzo. They're they're both really high. I feel like the meta currently has Hanzo. If you exclude Phoenix as generally a ban, you will see Stukov, Hanzo, Malfurion, Maev, or Barash are all very high picks right now. So it's interesting that I didn't see Medivh played except for I believe one game uh, last night, and yeah, he's still not as common. I feel like people are too scared to play him because of his skill cap. At least that's how I feel.
I totally agree. He requires coordination, setups, and understanding of his angles. If that makes sense. And just being able to effectively use his kit, definitely high skill cap.
Yeah, uh, it's still possible. I don't think they'll pick up a tracer. They could be with with the Stukov Hanzo, it just out Tracer so much better with a Malfurion. They could also pick up Tassadar, who's been seeing some play again in the past few weeks. I feel like even though nothing's changed about him, but he is still seeing play. And the Blaze was banned out there, which means they're now trying to ban out the solo laner against team dynamics. Oh, what are some of your favorite solo laners?
My hands down has always been Sonya. She's arguably one of my favorite heroes. Definitely kept me glued to the game. Even when she wasn't as strong, I was still using Sonya just because I like how she plays. I like her kit. I like what she could do. Very well-rounded solo laner.
Yeah, I feel like Sonya is super satisfying to play. It's the combination of you get to spam abilities, like basically the only ability that has truly a cooldown would be her whirlwind and her spear. So like you have this slam that you can just keep doing over and over if you have fury for it, and it just feels so good. Like between the animation, the sound, and just like smashing people in the face, it just feels great.
I agree with the Diablo pick here, just because it gives them the ability to kind of pick off people in conjunction with silence and also give value off of Hanzo's arrows during team fights. Diablo can definitely kind of reposition effectively for his team.
Yeah, Hanzo is definitely strong at repositioning. Like he can play aggressive as long as there's uh basically not a Diablo that he's facing against who can charge him into a wall, because that's one of the big things Hanzo players will do is make sure they're positioned in such a way that they can always just use their D to bounce over that wall, get back into the fight nice and safe now. And if you're facing a Diablo, standing next to walls is basically like asking him to charge you and try and kill you at that point, especially come 16, where he Qs you, E's you, and then Qs you away from the wall, where you can't even jump over at that point. Um, and he is, like you said, a very strong tool to use with a Stukov. I think Stukov just pairs in general. I almost any tank that has any form of CC is great.
Somebody says in the chat where one of us might have to mute in-game voice comms getting an echo.
Okay, let me actually mute this and we'll fix that, or try to fix that. Okay, it's monitor only now. Just up desktop audio to get you better range.
Okay.
Okay, that should be
Now,
much better.
very good pick by the Sonya for team dynamics. We were just talking about that, and they opted to go for her. I'm sure she's going to be doing solo lane, getting the XP that they need.
Yeah, exactly. She'll be up against the Dahaka. I feel Sonya will win against this Dahaka. Johanna will give them a lot of wave clear between the Greymane, Phoenix, Johanna. Team Dynamics is like wave clear gods right now. On the other hand, you have heroic difficulty, and and right now they actually have the complete opposite. They basically don't have any wave clear. Yeah, Hanzo doesn't get wave clear until 4. Alarak basically has uh, pretty poor wave clear, as does Diablo. And Stukov almost is the best wave clear on their team in terms of just dropping that silence and just continuously DPSing it down.
And the Alarak last pick, very very curious to see if how this Alarak's going to play into their team. I mean, they have multiple silences now, though.
Yeah, I feel like what's going to happen is that Alarak, Diablo, they're basically playing for that wombo in the sense they get someone who's charged, overpowered, thrown into the silence, then blown up with even more damage against them. And after that, well, hopefully they've gotten the kill between the combo of the APOC into the walls and the overpowers and all those silences, Hanzo Arrow, that they can walk away from the fight up a person. But they still have to deal with the Phoenix and the Greymane. And like Phoenix just does so much damage that, and they have to go through double frontline as well before they can actually fully dive onto them. All right, so we are now getting into the actual game here. So I'll introduce the team on the left. In the blue, we got Heroic Difficulty. We got Battle Jet 86i on the Alarak. We got Logic Kalia on that Diablo. Jamster on the Dehaka. Little Kill Pony on this Dukov. And we have French, the simplest of all the names, on that Hanzo.
Yep. Team Dynamics, they got Captain Miramac, I think. Miramask, sorry, on Sonya. Greymane is run by Deathstroke. Johanna being played by Summer Ash. Oh, it looks like we got somebody left the game. All right, we'll just taking a break real quick. Malfurion being played by Derribo, and I believe Raven X is going to be on the Phoenix.
That is correct. So Logic already DC'd. And as you can see, Team Dynamics looking for that DC win. Their prayers have been answered. So bless RNG. So you can spam that if you so choose. Yeah, so right now, we already see that they decided to go with the Sonya immediately top, Greymane immediately top, and then Summer Ash, Darabo, and Raven X all sitting there.
So we're just reconnecting and resuming here in a little bit. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I think so. Basically, Team Dynamics just needs a minute now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting back in it. All right, there we go. So what's interesting is that they've already opted to do this 1-3-1, and I really like it. They're going to try and punish the fact that Heroic Difficulty doesn't have the wave clear, and that they just clear out bot for free, they clear out top for free, although Dehaka's already making that rotation, and then they can clear out mid really fast with the Johanna.
Yeah, Team Dynamics. I mean, you put Phoenix right in the mid at the start, and he's going to clear those minions quick. He's got two different styles of wave clear, um, and really uncontested. He can just do it safely and poke as you see him doing right now. And again, like you said, they are opting just to spread out their guys and get that XP soak quickly.
Yeah, and you can see they're responding Heroic Difficulty by leaving one in mid. And this is the Stukov that I was mentioning. Like, he's their wave clear for the most part. He just drops that. What they really should try to do is punish that Stukov, Team Dynamics. But this is also pretty good because they're using their wave clear advantage to go and actually start up this camp in the meantime.
Yeah, very quick start on the camp. I have almost 1 minute here, and they're gonna have no problem taking this down and pushing with it.
Whoa, in the bot lane, however, Diablo goes in to try and get the kill on Deathstroke. Won't be able to actually confirm that. But one interesting thing I want to point out is actually that tissue regeneration is the pickup for Dehaka, which, has value. But you normally see the extra speed, Speed Racer Dehaka. We also have the Extended Lightning station, and we're going to see the Q build from French come on out instead of maybe, the Scatter Arrows build or the Redemption build.
Yeah, also something I want to point out is that the Phoenix actually went for advanced targeting, so he's looking to definitely get those stacks during the team fights on Shrine.
Yeah, it's definitely the plasma cutter seems to be the way to go for most players. It just seems to do so much extra damage, and the fact that you get extra auto attack damage. Hold that thought because it looks like they're invading right now.
I like it.
In heroic difficulty, oh, they get the kill and the overpower on Raven X before he can port on out, and that's where the Diablo is super strong against Phoenix. He has two interrupts. If he can Q him, he stops him. If he overpowers him, he stops him. And I think there's nothing more annoying to deal with than the fact that Phoenix has the slow. So even if you try to chase him, he can just use that plasma cutter to really prevent you from actually capturing him, or he can just port on out.
Yeah, very good awareness by Heroic Difficulty, just invading quickly at the bottom, and like you said, just capitalizing on crowd controlling the Phoenix so he couldn't get out. Very good.
This is a pretty good play here from the side of heroic difficulty. They're getting their shaman camp, while on the other side they have yet to actually do that. They also have a tiny lead, not much, but if they secure like a few kills, which they looks like they're trying to do right now.
Yep. Not activating Shrine just yet, but getting grouped up. And the root comes out by Malfurion.
A really nice route where he separates the team, and they're looking for the kill on Stukov, and they get it. And they are still looking for more. Deathstroke is trying to get the Diablo. Jams are getting the drag onto onto Greymane. It won't be too much of a big deal. The root coming on out. Unfortunately, not going to get that Jamster stuck in it, and now they are going to be able to start this. What they should try to do is go back, tap if they have the taps available, and then just come back onto the shrine because they already got a decent lead. And it looks like Summer Ash is actually going to go do that.
Yeah, top is being pushed by the previous camp that they had just acquired. So good lane pushing while this is happening.
Oh no, Summer Ash still has her Iron Skin up. There comes the DPS, the Plasma Cutter cutting through a Diablo's health pool and spinning to win. Sonya is on top of him. There's the AoE damage from Raven X now as Phoenix. And Greymane trying to finish this up. They only need 3 more. Greymane gets super low and say goodnight. Alarak gives him a little touch of lightning, a little love touch. Raven X, however, will be able to get out, but Logic, I'm not sure if he will. Okay, he'll be able to walk away, and they now have themselves a Punisher ready to, John Cena up this bad boy.
A very good commitment by Team Dynamics just to kind of just tough it out there, and they ended up getting rewarded with this Punisher. Now the question is, are they going to be able to take this keep or not?
I don't think they will because they've diverted resources to deal with top. If you look at top right now, they got so much value out of that Shaman camp. So they lost the Bruisers. They lost the Punisher, but all they did was actually trade there. Like the Shaman camp took the top wall and the Punisher took the top wall. The benefit is that they had Summer Ash soak in the meantime, and they're now working on getting camp pressure. As you can see, they pick up that siege camp on the right side, but heroic difficulty is working on getting their own siege camp. What's interesting is we actually have the Alarak rotating up there. I'm not quite sure why he rotated up, if they were looking for the gank on the Sonya. Now, Sonya is, it looked like she was trying to start that Shaman camp because she walked over and didn't really commit to it. In the meantime,
she'll be staying up top side while bottom is being pushed into a team fight right now.
Yeah, Raven he got pretty low with the charge because his shield was already down. Ooh, there's another overpower, but there's the unstoppable. And Raven X just kind of like poking through with the plasma cutter. It's just like chunking through the health pool of heroic difficulty.
Yeah, he's getting excellent amounts of value off the stacks right now.
Yeah, he's already up to 15 of those stacks. Johanna needs to be careful there. If her Iron Skin is down and Diablo charges her into the wall, she would have been absolutely killed there.
Dehaka still top side and looking to push this and probably gonna rotate bottom as soon as he comes up.
Yeah, the one thing that's kind of strange right now is that they're committed 4 down here, but they're not getting the mid lane. So there's a charge onto Raven. There's no overpower, and he manages to get out. Now here's the turn. Logic is getting chunked down once again, and they'll walk away with the higher HP pulls. But double pull, double silence, and say goodnight to Summer Ash. The sweet summer child is actually going to make it out. Raven X being able to deter them from engaging with that plasma cutter. It just basically melts through their health pool. It's like a hot knife to butter.
Yeah, slows him down. It was also, I want to say, a very excellent heal by Darabo. He was able to get that Moonfire off, just get that nice extra burst heal to get her out of their safety.
Yeah, right now, this is a very ballsy move on the side of heroic difficulty because Team Dynamics knows exactly where they are. They've both have hit level 10 now. But it looks like Team Dynamics has decided, let's play this safe. This is really a good place for Diablo to fight. There's a lot of small walls to hit you into and very tight space in general. And with APOC, he can basically, win the entire team fight and get the shrine as a free Punisher for heroic difficulty if they fought for it.
Heroic looking to get their bruisers really quick before they start the shrine. Very solid move since Team Dynamics already got theirs.
Yeah. I always say it's defender's advantage in that if you clear up their camp first, your camp is now getting that pressure for free. and that
Sure.
means Team Dynamics actually has to walk off of this point and deal with the Shaman camp. Otherwise, they're going to get it pushing up onto their fort.
Yeah. Sonya left alone on top, still trying to clear creeps as much as she can before she joins her team.
So Team Dynamics has backed off. I actually like this. They're kind of like, let's get in a better position. Let's clear Shaman camp as a team. They better watch out though. Battle Jet might have a really big silence pull here combo. They're all clumped up. There's the extended light getting stacks. He's at 2 of 3 right now. 25 for negatively charged as well. Sonya has committed in.
Looking to pull. There goes APOC.
Ooh.
They get rewarded with 1 kill.
The plasma cutter, the Greymane just manages to survive there. They try to get 1 more kill with the counter strike there, but they won't actually manage. Stukov has also dropped, it seems like, right now. So Pony DC'd during that engagement. Unfortunately, it was a nice try on the side of heroic difficulty with that APOC. Unfortunately, the Sonya had already started chunking through some of their health pool before they had fully committed to fighting it. And on top of that, they weren't fighting in necessarily the best place. Like out in the open is the best place for Team Dynamics to fight because they can avoid the APOC much better than if they're fighting on the shrine itself.
Yeah, it was very strong team presence by Team Dynamics. Not only because the Phoenix was there, but like you had said, the Sonya was chunking them down. Then Phoenix, with obviously his splash damage, just even whittling them down even more. APOC was not enough to secure any kills, and they ended up losing 2 members on the side of heroic difficulty.
Yeah, right now we have 25k damage coming out from the Hanzo, 22 from Alarak, then 19k from the Phoenix, 15k from Sonya, and almost 16k from Greymane. So they're looking pretty good right now overall, both teams in terms of DPS. And it's actually impressive how much better the DPS is. It's about 5k more on the side of Hanzo, but nonetheless, they're still keeping up because they have that extra DPS out of the Sonya. Now we're back in the game finally, and they are looking pretty good still. Like I said, that Sonya is more DPS than the Dahaka by far, and Dahaka doesn't have that extra speed to really like burrow in and get into the backline, grab a tongue, and then isolate him. And so this Punisher is coming on up. Dahaka's already burrowed out, getting the soak in the bot lane because that's a very big wave, and Team Dynamics is a 5-man here. This is going to be very scary.
Okay. They aggro the Punisher over the hill, is what I like to call it. And that's a good point to make, since you do not want to be out of position and have him not be aggroed over.
Yeah. Right now, John Cena is about 50% live. It jumps on. Nice route. They can get a re-engage here. The flailing swipe, knocking away Summer Ash, ensuring that Logic survives. And they can start pressuring this top wall now.
All right, John Cena never giving up. Still trying to take down these towers as much as he can, and he goes down.
Yeah. John Cena getting some decent value there. They get themselves a fort, get some pressure onto the front wall. They are going to hit 13 Team Dynamics now. And they have pressure in the mid lane. And it looks like they're setting up for the good old Chinese bush meta here. But Captain Mura... Okay, we got the 5-man rotating in, and there they go. Counter-Strike has been used. APOC comes out, hits 4 members, but it's not going to be enough. Phoenix getting so much value. Yeah, absolutely. It's just kind of like, see you later, heroic difficulty. This is kind of like, I don't know. This is a normal raid dungeon for me right now for Raven.
And, with Phoenix ult that he went the Purification Salvo, it gets extra value when targets are slowed, so he was at a very good time to activate Plasma Cutter right into the ult, doing extra damage on to the team.
Yeah, that's what I've seen is the better the player, the more they'll make sure to hold that Plasma Cutter for that ult. If they don't have it up, it's going to get a lot less value. The good news is he has a Johanna there who will also provide that slow in case like he doesn't have it down if she can punish the targets in the meantime.
Man, Team Dynamics looking really good right now. They got Sonya soaking top. They're taking bottom camps right here, and they're probably gonna look at their other two camps before re-engaging on a lane.
Yeah, they're trying to paint the map red. And the thing is, the siege camps aren't very high value in this particular map. What they're better for is kind of like delaying your opponent from really doing anything. Like they have a decent health pool, so you have to chunk them down. And against heroic difficulty, who has very poor wave clear, it's kind of actually even more valuable. There's the engage onto Dahaka. The curse pulling comes on out, chunks him down, but it's not going to be enough. The arrow has been spent. APOC is being used there. No one getting hit. But Logic is in really deep.
Okay, Diablo's actually very vulnerable right now. Has no way out. He gets taken down. I mean, the APOC just did not connect on any. And I think opportunity just to kind of get Diablo out of the picture.
Yeah, this is really nice. He doesn't have enough souls. He's only at 29, in fact. So when they fought there, that was in a really bad spot, to be honest. Like fighting as a Diablo without 50 plus souls feels really bad to begin with. You feel like, I don't know, a wet paper bag just ready to get torn apart, especially against Plasma Cutter Phoenix.
Yep, he needs those souls to come back in time. He unfortunately does not, and he has to restack the 100 souls again.
So one thing I also want to point out, Deathstroke, a beautiful root coming out from Darabo. Mid-charge and Logic is absolutely denied. Good old Gandalf has shouted, "You shall not pass" to the Balrog. And I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much the perfect thing right there. Little old Greymane.
Yeah.
So one interesting
Darabo
thing.
realizing.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yep, Darabo realizing when Diablo's coming in, so he just wants to put down the roots right in his way and just negate that opportunity.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. Like if you don't time it correctly, the roots are going to come out after, or you will just not stop that Logic charge, which then means you've wasted the root altogether. And seeing that they have the 16 advantage, right now they're looking to hit 16 heroic difficulty before they actually commit to this. They did get a lot of this shrine, so I'm actually surprised by that because of the fact that they had the 16 advantage and they really should pressure it. A big arrow, there comes the APOC.
Very good silence. That's going to get him some net worth on that one.
Oh, yeah. Raven X being able to secure one kill, and no, he will not. There goes 3 members of Team Dynamics. Jamster looking for potentially another. Sonya is able to get on out, and this will be the first Punisher for this side of Deathstroke getting picked up there. Say goodnight, little Greymane. The wolf in sheep's clothes has been caught out.
All right, heroic difficulty getting value off their wombo combo, which is the APOC into silence, and then just starting to crowd control as many people as they can. Definitely works out on the shrine when you got everybody grouped up.
Oh yeah, I mean, it just played out perfectly. That arrow came in, then it's like, oh, APOC, Q, E, say goodnight, and it took him out. I mean, this Punisher is still pretty up there and pretty powerful. Oh, Captain Muramask
sleeped over the wall right now.
Mura can he's
comes down. Johanna,
the tranquility just in time.
Push away.
All right, John Cena is about to go down here. Summer Ash pretty low, Captain Mura pretty low as well, and they managed to save this keep. However,
very good defense by Team Dynamics, not to lose anybody. Just burst down the Punisher very quickly and letting him back into that soak lead that they might potentially need to get to level 18 to catch up.
Yeah, they are now the level behind. When they had that advantage, it was just one fight that went sour for a variety of reasons. One, you had that initial 16 versus 15 advantage, which Team Dynamics never actually took advantage of, unfortunately. And then they had the situation where the the arrow just connects once they were on there, and the wombo combo finally comes out and just absolutely annihilates them.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out is that the that Darabo on the Malfurion picked up Tranquility over Twilight stream. Any thoughts on that? Why?
Yeah, but in the meantime, though, there comes another
Oh,
arrow
nice Sonic
combo.
Arrow.
Oh, logic is deep. Raven's been pulled back. He is now out. There comes the Tranquility.
Okay.
It's no good. As Diablo goes down, they've burnt everything. Don't get the kill, and Jamster is next on the menu for Team Dynamics. Greymane looking for the kill on a Stukov. Can they get it? Oh my god, that root.
Nice root.
Yeah, indeed, that's a quality root there. They get themselves 3 kills. They burn Diablo Souls back down to 0, and they've essentially turned the momentum. And check out this cheeky play. In the meantime, Captain Muramask was top that entire time. He didn't even rotate down. They fought 5v4, won 5v4, and take the Shaman camp.
Yeah, that was an excellent pick. I guess just to say steal of the camp
Yeah,
by Sonya. I mean, that's the power of Wrath of the Berserker. I mean, you just tear through any camp that you want at any time.
absolutely. So you asked about the Tranquility. I think in this game the Tranquility has a lot of value because they don't have a traditional dive comp to really be, bursting with the Twilight Dream. If Diablo comes in, the proper way is he's going to already use his APOC and then Q into you. The only time it's going to matter that Twilight Dream is to stop him from overpowering you. And you're not going to get Alarak really coming in too close. And you're not definitely not getting Hanzo, who just went the Q build. So he has that extra range on his Q and is poking from really far away, which means that Malf will get sure value out of Tranquility and maybe some value out of Twilight Dream. How much value is potentially debatable, at least from my point of view.
If he's on point with those roots, I mean, that can just act as a really good counter to any Diablo or any kind of dive that they try to do, pick off people.
Yeah, and he did pick up the deep roots as well, which means those roots are larger and last longer, which is almost a better deterrent because the only person who's really diving in there is the Diablo. So if you stop the Diablo mid-charge or can even drop it before he overpowers, then all of a sudden you've gotten almost the equivalent of a Twilight Dream of stopping him from doing what he wants. So we have Team Dynamics right now just getting zone control so they can keep vision on heroic difficulty. There comes the arrow. There comes the APOC. The cleanse is not in time, but he does get pulled over. It will not be good enough, however. There's the Hellgate.
Arrow was right on point.
Ooh.
Stukov getting the kill on Phoenix. Very crucial down.
Oh man, these one hits from Lil Killer Pony are really doing a number on Team Dynamics. But Spin to Win Sonya is looking for some kills here. There's the first kill. They get their second kill. And they're looking for a third kill as Lil Killer Pony is being chased down by the wet noodle of Johanna and Darabo with the, the tickles from the sky. Unfortunately, they realize the situation at hand and back off to clear this and get themselves a 20-minute Punisher.
Yeah, very good, excellent poking from the back line of Team Dynamics, and Johanna just leading the charge, crowd controlling, keeping people kind of clumped together so everybody in the back kind of gets value off their pokes. This is definitely worked out for them as they're about to get this top shrine.
There's a cheeky play coming out from heroic difficulty. They know what's going to happen. They're going to lose a shrine, but they go and get themselves a keep because they have the creep wave pulled up all the way. I actually think they should get this, and they need to get Raven X and Deathstroke up there. So they clear this up. I think they didn't actually need to rotate down for this. They could have just gone with the Punisher at that point because there are no catapults to really be worried about. But they now have catapults pressuring the mid while this Punisher is coming on in.
Yep, heroic difficulty very strategically pushing lanes as we speak, as the Punisher looks to take down their first keep on the top side lane here for Team Dynamics.
Oh, the APOC coming on out, not actually going to land. The arrow misses everyone. And this is going to be potentially bad news for heroic difficulty. There's the flail pushing them on back. Another flail as they keep on going. John Cena is looking for some blood. The flail comes out. It will not stop the root, however. And there is a nice knockback from Battle Jet, but it will not save this keep.
Okay, Team Dynamics actually might be looking at core right now.
Raven X being caught out. There's a charge, but it's not going to be good enough. Tranquility coming on in, healing up the members of Team Dynamics. John Cena at about 40% life right now. They are on the core, and it is starting to go down the shields. There's another flail. Stukov has just been alley-ooped by John Cena. They get the kill. One down.
Ooh.
Oh, Jamster is getting pretty low, but so is Captain Murrah. They get the kill. One down, two down. There is three down.
A lot of trades here.
Yes, indeed. Darabo is now down. 4 members are down on the side of Team Dynamics. I think they may have overstepped here, but they have lost Dahaka and they lost Stukov. Oh, this is a really cheeky play. We have Hanzo trying to get across and actually get onto the core. They have catapults available to push in. They have only one. But look at who they have coming on in. An Alarak, a Diablo, and a Hanzo. I don't know if they can actually finish this, but they're going to try.
Yeah, very, very sneaky teleport by the Hanzo. French on the Hanzo right now. Looking to push this middle lane, and I mean, they need to trade core damage here somehow. I don't know if they can take it.
It looks like no one is going to get up in time. Despite the fact they have a generally bad sieging team, they have done it. Team Dynamics overstaying, even though they get the kill on Stukov, they get chunked down too heavily and get blown away to cause the Hanzo play of the game, go across the map and start nuking that shielding on the core. Wow, what a game number 1.
Yeah, that was the first game. I mean, that power of that dragon arrow, being able to teleport like that while the lane is being pushed was was very good awareness by heroic difficulty, being able to capitalize, and they got awarded a core for that after wiping the team almost on that core push.
Yeah. What's interesting is when I'm looking at the numbers, Hanzo and Alarak are so far ahead of anyone on the side of Team Dynamics. We're talking 24 to 25k more actual damage than Greymane, and then another 5k on top of that than Phoenix. So they just had so much DPS towards the end of that game, and that's really what helped carry them there. I mean, Alarak had the lightning build. We had, interestingly, the tissue regeneration on Dahaka. We had the lurking arm build from Stukov, except actually a lurking arm, not the root. We had a different talent there for 13. The flailing swipes were really nice from Lil Killer Pony. Unfortunately, she got rooted at the wrong place at the wrong time and died, but that actually gave the false sense of being able to win this game to Team Dynamics, and that's a core throw by definition what we saw there.
Agreed, agreed. I mean, very well placed abilities on that defense. I mean, the Stukov burst heals are a lot in the current meta right now. I mean, he was able, even though he went down during that, he was able to spread the good spread and just allow everybody to sustain enough to kill the Punisher, and they got the team wipe.
Yeah. If you look at the healing numbers, Stukov actually didn't out heal the Malfurion, but it didn't matter at the end there. They just had so much more damage and so much more DPS that they chewed through Team Dynamics. One thing that was interesting is that Greymane actually went a hybrid build. He went Perfect Aim, Eyes in the Dark, and Incendiary Elixir. You don't normally see the cocktail build that often anymore. So
Right.
I wonder if the cocktail build was a little detrimental at the end of that team fight for him, because once you use that Q, you're all about that auto attack damage. Additionally, he went Gilnean Roulette instead of the auto attack splash. And if he had the auto attack splash there, maybe that would have been the difference between securing, another few kills and they themselves actually being to finish the core, unlike heroic difficulty who just turned and finished the core.
Totally agreed. The splash damage on that level 24 Greymane is essential. I go for it all the time, and it's just always enough just to, kill off the back line or even poke them when they don't even expect it. He can even opt to increase his was it human attack damage range, and he gets even more value. So I'm very kind of a little bit surprised he didn't go for that.
Yeah, I definitely am surprised by that. But maybe it wouldn't have mattered. Maybe that was helping him to win so much through that game. So we're gonna get to game number 2. So sit on tight while we get everyone into the lobby.